podcast listeners.
Well, hello and welcome, everyone. Let me see if I can
We're
adjust
late.
my mic.
We're late, and it's not my fault.
It's not that late.
It's late is still late.
All
I
right,
bet.
well, but
I
I
bet
say
if you
7:30-ish for a reason.
that well, then you shouldn't be saying 7:30ish. That's
Well,
like
I
going to
thought,
work. That's like if your boss put 7:30ish on your schedule, you wouldn't be too happy with that, would you?
no, I'd be fine
Hello,
with that.
hello, Michael.
I like
No,
ish.
because then he can just call you late. Maybe his definition of ish is different. Maybe his definition of ish is prior to, not after.
Well, it doesn't
You would
really
get in
matter.
so much trouble if you did this at work.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, does it? Does
We're
it really
doing
matter?
great. It does matter. It matters a lot because the listeners demandeth upon us.
Okay. So, hello and welcome, everyone. This is episode number 63 of the Spencer's Ventures podcast. It is Thursday, August the 5th, 2021.
The 5th.
We are in August. I can't believe it.
It is the 5th.
If you are new around here, I am Jen. This is my son, Dan. And how are you today?
I'm pretty, yeah. Apparently Michael's at Six Flags, so that's awesome that you're still able to watch us somehow with all that noise going on. Hopefully the crowds aren't insane.
I hear Jersey Devils down again. RMC shut them down.
3D Clown Haunted House. Interesting.
Oh, awesome.
So, all this having been said,
Oh, and there are... Go ahead.
what's in your cup? Because I'm flying dry today, so I don't gotta do it.
Water.
All right, so definitely let us know what you guys are eating and drinking throughout the podcast. And speaking of which, welcome to the podcast! Podcast! Yeah!
All right. So,
I feel like I've missed that the past couple times.
I did hear, and I don't think that I put it in the description of the video, but the,
I gotta start doing that sooner.
so the maze was switched. Now, Michael, did they open the 3D maze to go through as a preview?
3D Clown
Because
Haunted
when we were there,
House.
that did not happen. They changed it to Fears, and it's only from, oh my gosh.
Is that confirmed? That they did change it?
8 or something. Yeah, I mean, that was the last I heard, is that
Okay.
it was,
Well, we tried to. And we couldn't. So, it was unfortunate, but we're here.
Okay, yeah, so we tried to go. It's in the vlog. They,
Yeah. Oh, that's a issue I
So,
didn't think to
okay,
fix. I was just thinking about it as we were going.
fixing our sound here.
Right, that's fixed.
Yeah, so apparently it was not... They changed it at the last minute. They were having technical difficulties with the maze itself.
Which
And
is, you know,
so they changed it to Fears. And I believe it runs from 2 to 8, I want to say.
stop talking for a second. I just want to see
Okay.
something. Hello. Oh, I have the technically good mic. Yeah.
You have
It did
you
get
have
swapped.
mic 1,
Yeah.
and I have mic 2.
Yeah, it got
Well,
swapped. Interesting. I didn't realize that.
As long as we know who's
Oh
who.
yeah, I like to keep the audio levels in check.
And
I
then
guess
that
kind
way-
of works anyway. This
Well-
mic is more tempered to my voice, I suppose.
Yeah, and then that way too, we'll know if we need to fix something.
Yeah,
Like
well,
it
that
looks
mic-
like I might be a little loud.
No, that's not. So
But it's
that
okay.
That mic, just for whatever reason, has a resonant frequency that's constantly picking up.
Okay.
So you're being read as like way above than you should be nonstop, and I don't know why. But when you listen to audio back, it's fine.
Yeah, and it's funny because when you talk, both mics seem
Both
to be
mics pick it up.
picking it up, but it's not picking it up at the same. Do you know, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
mean?
mean?
Yeah. That's what I was saying last podcast.
Because when you listen to it back,
I
it
do
sounds
hope they do that.
it sounds great.
Yeah, that'd be great if they got a ton of Fright Fest actors. Hey,
Well,
I might be one of them.
Yep. Tomorrow, this guy goes for his
Oh my
Fright
God,
Fest
that's
audition.
tomorrow.
Yes, it is tomorrow, and you got to get out there.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, right? This
Yep.
one is at 6 because
6.
there's one of them. I think only one of them that's at like 2.
This one's at 6.
Okay.
Which I'm really happy I waited.
Yeah,
Apparently
and I
was
did
on point.
hear a couple of years ago, for those of you that are new, you may not know this, but a couple of years ago, we are members of CJ's Crazy Coaster Crew, and a couple of years ago, the crew got together. They set it up with Six Flags.
Appreciate it.
For anybody who wanted to in the crew to go in and get made up as scare actors and go out into the scare zones, and they got to be scare actors for the night, and the money that they would have made went to charity. So I did get word that we will be doing a charity event, same thing. It'll be 3 nights in September, and we'll
nice.
give you more information when that gets closer, just because anything can change. I know that John, he did it last time. He will be doing it at least one of those 3 nights.
All this having been said, I do kind of hope that I wind up getting a clown, because I think I can keep the beard for that, and I'd rather not shave every single day.
Right. Well, they could probably work around.
I'm sure.
They could
It'd
work
be
around
harder
anything.
with Certain.
Yeah,
It'd be
and
harder with certain things.
okay. I mean, I
But-
do know that when you turn from the mic,
Yeah, I know.
it makes
kinda,
it. Yeah. So just be cognizant of it. But anyway, so as that gets closer, we will announce when
More
John
things.
will be a scare actor. We're also going to talk to JJ because you have to be 16, and he's 16 now. So
and
hopefully
you would
John,
like to do it.
hopefully John and JJ will be scare actors for the charity event this year.
All this having been said, I think it's time to blow over into,
Last week when we went out,
which is also Six Flags related.
Right,
Cannot
when we-
escape this place.
right when we were not able to do the maze preview.
But also take care of your trash, Six Flags, please.
Okay, well maybe we'll bring that up at the end, possibly. I don't want to be.
Side note it for now.
I don't want to be super negative.
That was so horrid. There is no reason not to bring it
I
up.
know, I understand. So I cut it out of the vlog.
I know
but
that I'm actually like aggravated.
the
that you
vlog
cut
was
it
too
out.
long.
I know.
And it
I
still
know.
wound up being a little bit longer than I anticipated.
I don't entirely blame you, but I am a little aggravated that didn't make the cut.
All
'cause
right.
It was comical.
So anyway, yeah, so we went to Xpedition Dino. That was in our last Six Flags vlog when we had our Fright Fest fail. So Dan, you said that you had some thoughts that you wanted to share on the podcast
Yes.
about Xpedition Dino. So
I guess the best way to do this is maybe I'll say some things and bounce off of them, or we can go back and forth a bunch. I don't really care. But
however you want to do it.
well, I guess one thing, because I think you kind of made your thoughts more or less clear. Do you have any more defined thoughts outside what we said on the outro?
Not really. I mean, but you know,
I have not.
Going-
She has.
no, I have not actually. I have
could've
not
sworn you
been
brought
to
that
American
up.
Dream. No. Mm-mm.
Maybe when you had
No.
mentioned it, you were like, "Oh, that'd be cool to go to" or something. But okay. So
Well, let's
yeah.
give our thoughts as
Yeah.
if they haven't been given before, just
okay,
because.
that's fair. Maybe not everyone's seen.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, very, very impressed with everything they did there. For one, the ambiance music, phenomenal. The levels on the music, phenomenal. The actual animatronics, very impressive compared to especially what I thought. I thought maybe it'd just be a couple neck turns. Like I wasn't expecting as high quality as I was.
Yeah, the sound effects were really good.
Certain, like the guide papers, maybe next time just make them a little less confusing. But that's my only actual nitpick on the whole thing.
Yeah, you were kind of in charge of the guide paper
Yeah.
because I was filming. I really couldn't
didn't-
hold both and look at both.
The
So
layout wasn't great. You could have done, since it was double-sided for those of you who don't know, it wasn't in any particular order.
It was a loop.
It wasn't even alphabetical or anything. I don't know what their order was. I'm really curious. Anyway, it would have been cool if they did like maybe carnivores and herbivores on either side kind of video. But regardless, that's more of a nitpick, especially given everything else. I honestly don't really have any complaints. There's high praise to go around here. They honestly, that was probably the best thing they've done at the park, theming wise.
Oh, it's so good.
There's the only thing I think I've ever seen them do 100% effort on, and the one thing that really sealed the deal for me on that was we were ahead, and she was still filming some B-roll stuff, I believe, and Paul was actually further ahead of me even, and he was like, "Oh, hey Dan, I think it's this," and I was about to correct him, but there's a team member there who was like, "Actually, this is this," and he named a couple facts about that weren't even on the guide, which leads me to believe that maybe they were all told to, like, because if you work Safari at all, you're kind of told to know something about it, a little bit of something about everything.
Mm-hmm.
It leads me to believe that's what they did there, and if that's the case, bravo, like that's incredible. By the way, the Quetzal animatronic, incredible. But
and that was the big bird thing, right? Yeah, you loved that one.
That I love Quetzals to begin with, but that one in particular is just so good.
I like that there were babies in the nest, and their little wings actually flapped a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I caught that. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. It's really, really cool.
Another thing is, like, obviously they can't bring everything to life scale. That'd be insane for something like the Bronto. So there's a little bit of confusion. But, it was good. It was honestly... It was such a cool walkthrough. I don't even... hats off. Absolutely top tier.
Right. Jumping off of what Michael just said, make the safari a hayride for Halloween.
I don't know if they could realistically...
But what I was just going to say is that Dino area that they have...
They could do that.
You could do that loop, and you could make it... There are areas where you could make that a little bit longer and still make it work. So they could put a hayride in there, really, because the dinos will be gone by that point. It would have to be
like a horse and buggy hayride, obviously.
Bogey?
Yeah, I know what I said.
Oh my gosh.
But it'd have to be a horse and buggy hayride.
No, it can be a truck. I mean, the safari trucks go through there.
At that point, though, the ride would feel too small.
Whatever. I know that they could figure it out. So
yeah, they could figure it out.
Anyway.
Honestly, though, which this might seem a little dumb for me to say, but I kind of disagree with the notion. I don't think I'd want a hayride, at least not there.
Well, years ago, they used to have... They used to have a hayride.
I don't think I would want one in the park, to be perfectly honest.
Really?
I know that's a little weird, because I actually do enjoy hayrides. They're a lot of fun.
I think it would be cool if they added one in.
I just think...
Because think about what they could do.
I think they have too many things to worry about outside of that that they wouldn't be able to do it.
But
right.
think about what they can do. They already have the Dino exhibit all set up with all of the speakers and all back there, and clearly they've run electricity back in there somehow, so you can have some crazy spooky animatronics popping out on the hayride.
They could do that, but I don't think they'd be able to. As much as this has proven to me they could, if your theory is correct that this was like a traveling thing that they kind of rented in a way or whatever.
Well, it came from another Six Flags park.
Then they didn't have to do all the work. And I think if they had to do all the work on it, they couldn't execute. I don't think they could.
I mean,
however, I will say that I would if I knew 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that they could do it, like and execute it flawlessly. Yeah, I'd go for it. I just don't. I don't have enough faith in them to do that.
Well, I mean, I think it would
I
be.
think there are other things in the park that are higher priority.
Well, and I hear that, but I just think that it's definitely a possibility.
That's true. That's very true. They do have to listen to more people. However, it doesn't matter what the business is. If you only listen to everybody, you'll have nothing but chaos.
Well, so that is true.
You do have to be limited and kind of like, okay, this is the general consensus. That's the general consensus. There's a little bit of conflict here. We'll Rochambeau it and
well,
go.
And we already know that they're adding a maze this year. They're adding shows this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was back there, but the shows are what have me really, really curious. And you're right, they did used to take a lot more risks.
Yeah.
The issue is once you stop taking risks because you found this one thing that is honestly just at this point overhyped, then why try?
Well, here's the thing.
They put it this way: they have no incentive to try.
Well, here's the thing. I think first of all, this year they are hurting for employees so bad. But I'm actually surprised that it looks like we're getting a little bit more for Fright Fest this year.
I'm curious if they're gonna make remask.
So, well, yeah, we'll get into that later or never.
In the year.
But I'm thinking maybe next year we may see some more risk.
I don't think they'll do that.
We may see some more risk taking next year.
I don't know.
I'll tell you why in a minute. What was the comment?
Runaway Mine Train is next. I don't know about that. I don't think so. That'd be really stupid if they did that. That'd be really, really stupid. That's your really only big. It's kind of like your gateway to that side of the park. Because you go over there for Mine Train, and you're like,
I would say
Bizarro's here.
Well, I would say this. If
Hey, sup, Juice World? Is that not Juice World and you didn't change your name? Am I dumb? I don't know why I saw World and just didn't actually read the name. I was like, oh yeah, that's Juice World, of course. I mean, similar name, so it actually could just be that I changed. Anyway. Off topic.
Right. Yes, they do. They do have a lot of land there for sure.
I just don't know, man.
Well, here's the thing about Mine Train. I think if it gets too expensive to fix, and they don't have the money and they can't get parts, I think that's when it comes down. I think because it was original to the park, it will stay as long as they can make it stay.
I don't know, man. That's such a weird conversation because I just don't see them. Getting rid of that coaster is almost like getting rid of Ka. It's a little too weird to just.
Well, I think just like with Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder was there for a long time. It was there when I was young.
Sure.
And they took Rolling Thunder down because they couldn't fix it. It got too expensive to fix. So then they put El Toro in, perfectly fine. But it's like.
Yeah, I agree.
It was cheaper. It was cheaper to build a new coaster than it was to fix Rolling Thunder.
If you guys ever get rid of Ka, I will hunt you down.
Well,
that is such a
okay.
So
let's get back to the Xpedition Dino.
It is a moneymaker. You're right. Yeah.
So I thought the ambiance music was incredible. Six Flags proved to me that they can do just straight ambiance music, that you don't need, your top 40 hits running, even though they're not really top 40 hits right now. But, they also proved that they can improve the sound level. There are so many times where you walk into that park and that music just starts blaring in your ear. You can't talk to the person next to you coming in.
Well, not even that. We mention this a lot, But you would think that they would be able to do the ambiance music throughout the whole park, and then over by Boardwalk, stretched all the way back to Superman area, they would just put actual music.
Right, and some of the stuff they're playing.
Maybe the one other exception would be over by like Dark Knight and all that. You put movie themes.
Well, that's what they do right now. But
different movie themes.
But I don't.
They have like two. It seems like.
Well, no. All of it pretty much is. I've noticed they are playing a different mix of music, which I do appreciate
I
that.
have throughout the park, but in that one area, I only hear the same two songs.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, just please add more movie soundtrack.
Well, I think instead of that, it needs to be, maybe just cinematic background music. I think that's all you need.
Is a better
I think that's
choice.
all you need back there, honestly.
Just get the Avengers theme playing through that whole area, obviously. It's the most cinematic music of all time ever.
But anyway, and they need to control some of that volume. It does not need to blare, and they proved it with the Dino thing that it didn't blare. It was was the perfect level, and it was really, really nice ambiance music. Nice.
We should address this wrestling on the 15th thing.
Okay, hold on. So also, I was also very impressed by the animatronics. Yeah. I did not realize that all of them were animatronics. I thought maybe just a couple of them were.
Yeah.
No, every single dinosaur was an animatronic.
I thought there'd be one or two that weren't.
And they all...
Technically, there's the one parasaur that wasn't. Because he was being dead.
Well, because, but he was dead. He wasn't supposed to be moving.
It would have been funny if they just had his one leg kicking.
I thought it was cool that, like, even their tails kind of went back and forth. Yeah. And, some of them seemed... I know this is silly, and if you watched the vlog, or if you haven't watched it yet, go and watch that vlog. Because I was talking to the dinosaurs like they were real, and it was I was a little strange, but some of them look like they were happy to see you, and some of them.
Yeah, I think it's. I know this goes on a whole nother route, but I do think it's funny how people. They're just humans in general. You'll see a dog panting. You're like, oh, it's so happy. It's like, no.
Well, no, some of them
not happy. It's dying from a heat stroke.
It was so neat because some of them looked super happy to see you. Other ones looked like they wanted to eat you.
It's funny how people assign personalities off a lot.
Oh yeah, they absolutely had little personalities. I just thought they were really neat.
No, I don't blame you.
And we'll definitely be doing it again. So you'll be seeing the dinos in a vlog again, I'm sure. But anyway, so what were we going to?
Wrestling on the 15th.
Yes, we are. Right now, we have no plans to go to that.
Which I didn't even know that was a thing.
I read that on one of the podcasts as the announcement. I forget. It's called Slam Fest.
I was gonna say unless you're talking about Slam Fest.
Slam Fest,
okay.
yes.
I
read off some of the names of the wrestlers that were going to be there.
Do you know who they were? Because
I would have to look it up again.
I saw 2 names on the whole list because I didn't have a full list in front of me when I saw it.
Oh, I mean, when I saw it, there were like at least 5 different names. I thought.
Oh, yeah. There should be like 10 names unless they only do like a match. Hold on, let me pull this up real fast. Slam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because that's on the 15th, right? Is that a Saturday or a Sunday?
I do enjoy.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's possible Dan may go out there. But I don't know if we're...
If it's the right
it's
people.
A Sunday.
Okay. Because if it's the right people, I have no issue going. It's always so good.
Yeah, I don't know.
They had Booker T 2 years ago, I think it was. Oh my god. I got to see him in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Yeah, Matt Hardy. They had Matt Hardy, I do believe. But yeah, I got to see Booker T that was incredible.
Well, here's the thing with that is like Sundays can be difficult for us to go
Yeah.
just because the next day I have to work. John is usually heading out Sunday afternoon to go work.
Yes, it's at Six Flags Great Adventure. It typically gets held. I don't know if it will be the same place this year, but it's typically held over in the Batman show area.
Yeah, I believe that's
yes, Boogeyman was there.
So yeah, right. It's possible that Dan may run out there. I don't know that I will be going out that day.
I can't get it to load to see names.
All right, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it to pull up at all on here.
Wait, is it? Oh, I got it.
I do. You know what? As a side note, I do have to say I really appreciate that Great Adventure is staying open later this year.
Okay, so we have Darby Allin.
He's gonna check it out. Okay.
Kurt Angel. That's a good. Yep, that's a good time. Tay Conti, Sergeant Slaughter, Matt Hardy, and many more. Unquote. Sergeant Slaughter. That's gonna be. I have to know who he's fighting because that's going to be a phenomenal fight. Oh, I'm so curious now. Okay. All right. So apparently there's also going to be, I don't know if they meant to put this year, so I'm not sure if this is confirmed, but Jerry the King Lawyer, that's another good name. Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Private Party, and NZO. I don't know if they meant to put those down there, though, if that's official, because up here it just says, and many more, and then you go down and it has like 3 or 4 names extra. So, that having been said, that's awesome.
Yeah, so...
Meant to say,
yeah, Dan may be heading out there. I don't know that I will.
I didn't know Sergeant Slaughter did anything
right
all.
Well, we'll have to look too at like the times of stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
well, it's just certain wrestlers are definitely way too fun to watch because it's what is that?
It's a Rachel. She's been there the entire time.
I know she has, but
making little boop noises.
I haven't heard the noises.
I have
just now.
I have. So what else do you have? Do you have anything else to add about the Dino Xpedition? I think
the length was. I actually did enjoy the length.
I think the length was great.
I just feel like there was something like like if I had to nitpick, like a tiny thing missing, and I can't put my finger on it. It maybe it was like, oh, I kind of wish there's this particular Dino, like it was a blatant oversight kind of a deal, but it's whatever. It was phenomenal. So,
well, I'll tell you what. They, the dog.
Somebody's gonna explode.
So I think that we'll definitely be going out to do it again, and
oh yeah, that's another thing. I actually feel like I could do it again.
Yeah,
I did not expect to. That's normally something you would go through and be like, all right, well, that was cool.
Right? Yeah, like it's not something where it's like, well, we saw it. You know, I feel like I could go take that stroll again.
It's so weird.
So it is $5 extra, and I feel like that was more than fair.
I feel like it's the perfect price.
Yeah, and you can.
If it was any more expensive, I wouldn't do it again.
You can also add it on. Right, you can also add it on to the Safari, and you can drive through it when the Safari's open.
Oh my god.
But okay, the cat and the dog, they're having a fight. Oh my gosh. So Dan's like mortified over it.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, the cat was walking back there? I didn't realize it.
Yeah,
oh, that's funny. Was it Tigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was up there originally and then he came
down. I see. It looks
around.
like he's going to be joining you. Yeah, there he is again in the background. Hi, Tigger. Are you going to sit there?
Lose it.
He's going to sit there, I think. So,
Miku, you sit.
Miku's trying to get to him. Miku, lay down.
Miku, sit your butt. You sit.
Come on. What do you do? What do you do? That's a good girl.
Okay, now you can have the cat.
That's a good girl. Yeah, you're just being a little nuts,
Can we not deal with that right? All right.
All right, so
back to the podcast. Short animal intermission.
Yeah, right.
I'm.
Oh, there he goes. He's gone.
He is on the windowsill.
All right, so that is
still on the window.
So that is all that we have for Xpedition Dino, I think. We'll be going back. What is your problem?
666.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You're gonna talk him up.
Ah, you're talking about the devil.
Franklin might come back.
That was still the creepiest thing that has ever happened, ever. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there's a dude that came in here right as we were talking about the Jersey Devil. I'm convinced it's one of you. Talking about the Jersey Devil, named Benjamin Franklin, with a Benjamin Franklin profile picture that you would get straight off Google Images. And then he just comes in here and he talks direct. I would have been as freaked out if he wasn't directing it directly at me as I'm talking about the Jersey Devil. But he just goes, "Oh, is that your mommy?" So obviously I'm just like, what is happening? And I then look at the name and see the profile picture, and then I reread the name and realize it's Benjamin Franklin. I'm like, the Jersey Devil is here for me. It's happening.
Careful with that.
I'm gone. This is how I go.
Be careful with that mic.
I'm not being as rough as it looks. It just looks rough.
He's going to break the mic.
It just looks rough.
So, yeah.
Would you guys like that if I broke the mic?
So it was really, really strange.
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
And then there's a whole reason why, So
we've been through this before, but
right, but the Jersey Devil comes from the Leeds family. I am a descendant of the Leeds family. My mother was a Leeds, etc., etc. So it's on our genealogy, which the chart is right back there. And so Benjamin Franklin had a feud with the Leeds family, and that's how the Leeds Devil kind of came about.
Right.
Or that's part of how it did. So Benjamin Franklin had, this feud going back and forth with the Leedses, and so we bring up the Jersey Devil, and all of a sudden Benjamin Franklin shows up in the chat.
I think what's more impressive...
And it was just weird. It was just weird.
I think what's more impressive was my ability to pick that up before anything else.
Well, yeah, because I'm looking just at the comment, and then I look over to just the first name. I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing a Benjamin in our chat before. Like, he must be new, and what is he talking about?
Right.
And so I sort of ignored it, and then all of a sudden you start freaking out, and you're like, the name, and I look again, I'm like, Benjamin Franklin, holy crap.
Well,
dude, leave my family alone, man.
You didn't even realize at first. You're like, yeah, it's Benjamin Franklin. I'm like,
right,
we're just talking
it took
about
me
the
a minute.
Jersey Devil.
Yeah, it took me a minute.
I don't know why my brain picked up on that so quick.
Yeah. All right, so what else do we have?
So we have some antidepressants here, and we're going to rate them on a scale from 1 to 10.
That's not true.
We have about 3 different brands.
That's not true.
And we're going to try all 3 over the course of the next 5 weeks.
This is not true.
I like how you're not even going to point out the messed up math on 5 weeks for 3 pills.
No, I'm not. I'm just not. It's not true.
There has to be an off week in between.
This is all untrue. Do we have anything real to talk about?
Meth.
How about how you're insane? How about that? Oh my gosh.
666.
How about how these darn cats?
Oh my god, is that by your feet? Yeah, that's not fun.
Okay, so now Mandy is ticked. I think you can probably hear her. I don't know because the mics block out a lot.
No, I would be very surprised if they.
Mandy is the one cat. She's our oldest cat. And she
murders the dog.
Beats the crap out of the dog. And then the dog just keeps wagging her tail, and she's like...
Oh, we're playing?
Yeah.
And no, we're not playing.
Miku, you better stop.
You into shish kebab.
Okay, now she's just sitting there. Saying, okay, I won't bother the cat. Now, she hears you. She's looking up over the chair at you. Oh my gosh. So... What weren't you going to say something about masking? Like, you hope they don't mask again?
No, I was just saying, like, I wonder if they will.
Well...
Because I know the Wawa just put a sign up.
Oh, did they for real?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay, because the Wawa further up that I stop at for when I stop on the way to work, nothing.
But here's the thing: I walked in there and no one said anything. So I think that people are just doing it, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't actually care."
But did everybody else have masks on when you were in there?
A lot of people either had them on or had them like loosely on, like, oh, it's on.
Like, were you the only one? Were you the only one in there with zero mask on your face?
That I noticed, but like I said, it seemed like most people had them on and down. Like, well, why even have it on at that point?
Well, you know what? I feel like if I'm going to, so sorry, we've now swapped over to.
I don't think people actually care. I think they're literally just putting it on the business to satisfy their overlords.
We have now switched over to who's requiring a mask now because Walmart is, at least in our area.
I almost just said something that definitely would have gotten us in a lot of
trouble. Okay, well then don't do that.
It would have been one word.
And now apparently Wawa is.
But it's only the one Wawa. And it's probably only the one.
It's supposed to be. Hello, Mandy. It's supposed to be all of them, from my understanding. Mandy.
Like I said, the Wawa further down by the Chick-fil-A, which by the way got broken into last night.
Oh yeah.
I pulled up to this Wawa to go get a Dr. Pepper. And I hear this siren going off. I'm like, whose car alarm is freaking out? And
well, they were closed?
Yeah, they were closed.
Which one?
Was at like 3 a.m.
I didn't know that Wawa closed at all.
Oh, no, they don't close. No. I was the Chick-fil-A.
Oh, the Chick-fil-A. You're making me think it's the Wawa.
No. I said the Chick-fil-A got broken into. Anyway, so I was in the Wawa parking lot, though. And from inside the car, I hear a faint, wah. I'm like, whose car alarm is freaking out? And I sat in there for a second because I was finishing something.
Well, they might not have gotten broken into. It might have just.
They were, because you'll hear in a second.
All right, well, get through it fast.
But anyway, so I finished up while I was doing all my phone. And I'm
Miku
like,
back.
It's still going off. Who isn't dealing with this? And I get out of the car, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Intruder, please leave the premises. The cops are on their way." Intruder. Anyway, so that was fun. And as I was leaving, which by the way, the entire like half hour I was in that parking lot, nobody turned off the alarm, but well,
you can't turn it off till you're inside.
Well, there were people inside, which is why I'm saying something.
Oh.
Because as I'm leaving the parking lot, there were just 3 cops in the parking lot.
Well, there may not have been an intruder. There may have been a malfunction.
It seemed like there was an intruder, but it was hard to tell.
I would say probably not. But anyway.
Well, the door was kind of like jankily open.
Okay, well.
Anyway.
But it could have been an employee going back inside and they set it off,
3
too.
a.m. though?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they do paperwork in there in the middle of the night. I have no idea.
I just thought it was funny.
So, so let's talk about, the possibility of, because the governor does keep talking about, we're going to have to wear masks everywhere again and everything.
I don't think anyone's going to do it. I don't really care.
Well, but let's talk about how this concerns Great Adventure.
I don't think it does, to be honest.
Well, if he mandates it.
Yeah, if he mandates
for all businesses, blah 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 blah, everything indoors and all that, then we're gonna have to start carrying masks to Great Adventure again. Here's the concern that I have. It's not even about the masks. Whatever, I'll put a mask on. I don't care, because if I want to go somewhere, I'm gonna put it. Well, I'll put it on when I need to go somewhere. But.
Oh man, Capsicles, you're my guy. I missed you, man.
So my concern is because a lot of people at work, I work for a state agency, but a lot of people at work are saying, we could be on the way to another like full shutdown.
I'd be livid
now,
if that happened.
Right, and here's the thing. If they do this and take away my Fright Fest, we gonna have problems.
You're gonna have problems outside of that.
Well, that's the main thing that I would be super upset about, is you're shutting down my theme park again. Like, I would be really upset about that. Now, I think that it will be avoided at all costs. I think that there will be...
I don't think they could even afford to do it. People would lose their mind.
Well... I mean, we'll see what happens.
You probably have mass murder in the streets.
You've got something. You got to stop touching the mic. You're probably causing all kinds of...
No, it's fine.
No, but because you're doing that to it. All right, I'm just saying.
You know,
All right, if he's making noise with that mic, tell him to knock it off.
Anyway, but there'd probably be mass murder in the streets if we went into a full shutdown. People would not be able to handle that.
Well, yeah, but if it happens, like, there's not anything you can do about it.
I promise you, it'll be full-on anarchy.
I mean, I am just fingers crossed that the worst thing that happens is they go back to masks, and I really hope that Great Adventure does not.
I don't even want them to go back to masks.
Well, I hope that
I like to be able to breathe.
Well, it's already going back to masks. We're already having to do it.
I haven't actually had to wear one yet, though.
Okay.
Nobody's actually told me about myself for not wearing one.
I hear that, but eventually it's going to happen, and
I just won't wear one.
So
I'm sorry, but masks.
Can I finish what I was saying, or like you're just gonna babble on about I'm not doing it?
There will be exactly. See, my man picks up my drift.
Yep, they'll be all over the place. They will be swarming.
I think they'll have more than knives, though.
Yeah, right. Baseball bats. Huge sledgehammers.
Yeah. I feel like if that happens, they'll just cancel the state on Twitter. That'd be hilarious.
So I mean, I am hopeful that things don't ramp up enough to kill Fright Fest or Holiday in the Park. I love both of those times a year.
I don't think it'd be really possible to kill Holiday in the Park. It'd be pretty hard to do, because it's such a little thing already. I mean,
yeah, but what I'm saying is that after Halloween, the governor could be like, we're shutting down. Like December 1st, he could be like, everything has to shut down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am, I'm not fearful about that. I don't want to say I'm afraid of that, but I am definitely concerned that that could happen. And so I'm kind of on the edge of my seat going, please let Fright Fest happen.
That'd be so BM. We've been like fully out
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. We've been, if you know, you know. We've been fully out of quarantine for 5 months on the super long end.
Yes, capsules, we're all going to die. All of us.
On like the super long end, it's been like 5 months or whatever. Not even.
Well,
so you're just immediately, like, we haven't even been out for a year, and you're just going to rip that away. Yeah, people aren't going to take that well.
Well, I know it won't. I know it won't go well. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm saying it could happen.
I'm just saying it would go so poorly that it'd be more detrimental.
Look, as long as they put me home again and put me on a part-time schedule, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll find. I'll find my fun. It's all right. But yeah. And if you look at it this way, going back,
industry would skyrocket again.
Going back to we would need another Tiger King documentary.
No, if that happens, I know exactly what I'm putting all my money into AMC as soon as it crashes. Dude, I'd make a killer.
Yeah, but do you really think? Absolutely, Capsules. Capsules says it's kind of like a purge.
I saw that.
You are so right. Like,
they probably would dub it the Jersey Purge.
You are so
history books,
right.
There would be so many deaths, and it would be so senseless.
And I really don't want to get into it, but once in a while, I think, what's really in those vials that they're jabbing into people? Okay, I'm not going down that road.
That was way too stupid to say.
No, I have thought about that, because where do you think the Delta variant came from? Just saying. No, okay, so I know nothing. I am just putting thoughts
one thing
out there.
I thought was hilarious was there's a Marine talking about, I love watching all these people flip out like, oh, they're chipping us. And he's like, they can't even keep track of their troops. You think they care about what Jerry's doing down the street?
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's the funniest thing to me.
Well, no, I agree with that. Like, they're definitely not.
There's not even the technology for that.
Yeah, oh no, I bet the technology is out there.
They'd be using it on the military first.
Don't think they haven't. And don't think that one day we won't all have a chip under our skin, which I won't do it personally. Hopefully, I won't even be here to see that.
Yeah. That's
What did he say?
I know how to survive a purge. Go in an airplane, wait a couple of hours, and it'll all be done with.
Pretty much.
That's so toxic.
But I mean, it's.
I don't know if you got the same definition that I think I got from that, because you would not be having that reaction.
Okay, well then.
He's Alu. That's where he's going with that. He's talking about dropping the plane on a city, just like, yeah, you're a couple hours of flight and down, which he's not wrong.
Yeah, well,
that's great.
You're definitely not wrong, but it does. I mean, he's right. It does feel like this whole thing, since it started, feels like something out of a movie.
Hey, guess what?
It absolutely does. What?
My favorite N-word is knowledge.
I can't with you. I cannot with you.
It's my favorite.
The Ghoul Master should come back.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be a good one. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing. If I'm... Stop. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the Ghoul Master does come back this season. I'm pretty sure.
I should be a ghoul. I can do like clicks and stuff.
I just need water.
Yeah, you can claim whatever you'd like. I have 2 cats smushed between the laptop screen of Rachel and a dog.
Yeah, and their fur is making my nose itch a little bit. I gotta take my allergy pill.
The only allergy I got is people not liking and subscribing to the podcast.
So, see, again, I didn't mention that in the beginning.
Make sure you do that, and then you ring the little dingy-dong bell.
Why don't I mention these things in the beginning? What is wrong with me?
Wait. Oh. That's pretty good though.
Sweet.
I'm down with that.
Oh my gosh, my nose is.
That'd be hilarious. I don't think they could ever get away with doing it, but if they had someone in like the Demon District or whatever dress up as Michael Jackson and just have a permanent like baby doll dangling from.
No. Don't be okay. Let's not be.
That'd be so great.
Could we not? I just think I'd almost rather talk about COVID than.
I'll drop the baby. Don't make me.
Stop it! Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Can you imagine if that was the press release? Don't make me drop the baby.
No. Stop it right now.
It's even funnier when you consider the fact that his baby's constantly walking around the house. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Oh my gosh, I can't right now. Oh my gosh.
I love this. This is my favorite time of the week.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because you love.
It's my favorite time of the
Oh my gosh. Okay, I actually enjoyed that one. Oh man. Okay.
One syllable words, am I right?
I can't even read. I'm laughing so hard I can't even read that.
After tonight, I'm gonna be feeling a little. I know a meme. Eat the baby. Michael Jackson makes my name look bad. You're not wrong. But my wow, I can't talk. Raphael makes your name look good, so enjoy the artistry. I was also gonna go into Michelangelo, but I almost just said Michael Raphael, as if that's somebody that actually existed.
Oh my gosh.
From him. My mom. Yeah, my mom laughed her straight 30 seconds. It makes him weak.
I can't. I cannot. I think we must end now.
We have 30 seconds of laughter. That'll make you weak at the...
Stop!
This is my favorite time of the...
Okay, but if you do it too much, it's not funny anymore.
When you're a kid and you're going to school on a Friday because you know you're about to get pizza, it's my favorite time of the week.
Okay,
when it's Taco Tuesday, it's my favorite time of the week.
It's
just adding new context to it all the time.
Okay.
Just constantly adding.
It's not that funny anymore.
Any day that's not September 11th, it's my favorite day of the year.
Any day that's not September 11th. You were a baby when September 11th happened.
No,
like
I was 1.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were one and a half-ish.
Yeah.
But you don't remember it.
Yeah. Just a constantly drop.
You know, we should probably do
press to enter. It's Taco Tuesday, boy. I like the design on them. Yeah.
Let's see.
On the sweater. I agree. Hey, Mom, guess what?
So, maybe September 9th, we should do some September 11th talk and depress everybody?
Yeah, sure. You know, this is... Nobody else knows this, but I just find it funny that you would bring that up, seeing as how I put in a group chat filled with a bunch of people that I probably don't even fully know, even though it's all family, that I was taking antidepressants. You're like, yeah, let's just make everyone depressed with 9/11.
Okay.
Allahu Akbar!
What?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar?
I don't understand the reference.
Oh, that's just terror. That's just terrorist speak. Because they're like, in God we believe or whatever, and then they strap a bomb to their chest.
Oh, okay. It might have been better if you used. See, you're too young, but it would have been better if you had used a name that was actually involved. You know, like.
Well, yeah, but that's just what that's their quote. So it's.
Oh,
yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's what they're like. There are several accounts of like suicide bombers running at people going Allahu Akbar, and then.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now I understood it better when you said it that way.
I know I messed
Got
up.
you.
Yeah.
Understood now. Understood.
Well, that was. It's not as funny when
This
you
is-
have to explain.
we're kind
the
of-
joke. Allahu Akbar.
We're
I like to imagine that he.
we are.
Can I ask you a question that is questionable
Oh no, he's gonna ask me a questionable question.
at best? So,
I'm afraid.
So when it comes to Michael Jackson, around what time in the process did he lose the N-word card? Because
You can't say that.
I mean,
You mean you feel like he lost his
yeah, his past,
his
his past, yeah. So like
his African American pass,
when
his card?
when roughly how long down the timeline? Because
I don't even want to talk about this.
I'm sure at some.
We are not talking about this. The man is dead. Leave him alone.
Hey, by the way, I think it's hilarious. There are all these people. They're like coming out as transracial, which isn't a thing. But no, not one person when they're trashing these people. Not one, or even when they're coming out as it. Not one person brings up Michael Jackson. He was the OG for that. Like. He was he's like the first person that really.
Yeah, but that's not.
But that's not what he was doing. But that's what a lot of these people are doing. They're just like,
Okay, well, I must.
I'm like, that's not how that works.
I must not be up on all of that because.
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen often. It happens like once or twice a year, and then people just are like, "You're retarded." Yes, I read that seriously at first. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess.
So Clown with the knife said someone stole
my antidepressants. I hope they're happy. I could read that as on. Someone stole my antidepressants. I hope they're happy now. Don't laugh at me.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm sorry.
By the way, the irony of stealing antidepressants.
So I'm sorry about
Can you imagine?
Can I apologize for you and your questionable question? I apologize for that borderline stuff. We're not talking about that. My gosh.
Yeah, that one was a joke and it was funny. Someone stole my iPad, so I pulled their hair off. Why wouldn't you just take the iPad back? You clearly had a good grasp on them. Jeez, dude. You just de-scalp someone. If that happened every time someone stole like $1 from you, you'd never, ever be like robbed ever again.
Oh my
you
gosh.
You gain a reputation as a de-scalper. I love how Rachel keeps leaning around the corner. And all right. What do you mean? Just end it. Most people would tell you not to do that. That's really depressing. You want to be one less sibling?
She's in the kitchen for several minutes now, and every now and then, so every now and then I hear her go, "Just end it already."
It sounds like a ghost every time there's.
Because she's really quiet about it, but we can hear her.
Do it.
She's going. You shouldn't have said that. Yeah, but she's going. Just end it already. End it.
It just sounds
and then
so
she peers,
dark.
and then she peers her head out here around the corner. And she goes, "End it."
Like that's gonna change what's happening.
Oh my gosh,
Charlie!
I'm pretty sure that this went way off the rails.
I bet those dinos would have wanted you to end
it. To end their suffering.
That is so much darker. Kill me! Kill me! I wasn't even trying to do that the first time. It just happened.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying! I can't! Help me! Alright, stop.
I don't know why I'm imagining like a T-Rex on its side. Like a T-Rex is gonna have this high-pitched squeal of a voice. End me!
Oh my god!
End it! You can do it!
Okay, stop!
Kill me!
Okay, stop! Somebody's gonna report the podcast and say they're telling people to kill themselves. We are not doing that. We do not condone that. We are not saying that. Not at all. Do not do this.
Just yell hardcore parkour before you jump. It'll be a failed stunt.
Oh my gosh. I don't even get that whole reference, but whatever.
Well,
oh my gosh. I can't breathe now.
You know what parkour is, right?
No, I really don't.
It's like flips and jumps.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So basically, you just jump off a bridge, but you yelled hardcore parkour before you land, because then it's a failed stunt and not depressing. Anyway, my sister first kiss is from a bug. I honestly don't. I really expected that to go a very different direction. I was scared. What? Rachel, you can't do it! Pull the trigger!
Stop it! All right, you're gonna stop that. That is so borderline. You need to stop. That might have gone over the line. Yeah, Rachel's still pacing back there. End it.
She sounds like a horrible indie character.
She sounds like a ghost. She sounds like a ghost.
It's almost like I mean I don't know the word. It's almost like a
Rachel,
like a sensual whispering in your ear.
Why do you want us to end? Come here.
Brownies.
You want brownies?
You want brownies?
What a great excuse. And
I'm not making brownies tonight.
I want brownies. And
I am not making brownies tonight.
It's like a 5-year-old. And I want brownies. And It's like an angsty teen that just
Oh
doesn't...
my gosh. All right.
Andy, I kissed a bug.
So I think...
I want brownies.
Listen. I think it's... I think it is time to end it. Or at least getting close to that time for sure.
Like Scoob, just end it. Just end the show, Scoob. Also,
Oh my gosh.
Hiya, pal. Just end it.
Okay. So, I think that is going to wrap up this episode of the podcast.
Wait.
What?
You know what's great about this, though? About this podcast?
What?
It's my favorite time of the week.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah, The Office! You're right. Dude, I love the memes that come through this chat sometimes.
I know.
E is my favorite. I love E.
So yeah, I think we're done, but we will...
She doesn't get the E meme.
No, I do not, but that is okay. I have not.
Okay.
Maybe a scene here or there,
I've
but
seen,
I've
like,
never
one
really...
or two episodes.
Right.
There's this one scene recently that's been getting memed to hell and back, and it's when they do... Funny enough, they are yelling hardcore parkour and jumping off the office roof to, like, legitimately try.
Oh my gosh.
To legitimately try and do hardcore parkour. But the edits that people do with that are incredible. I don't know if you've seen some of the, like, ridiculously high-quality edited memes where, like, people are putting SpongeBob characters inside of cars, like, and it's, like, really well done. It looks like professional editing. It's really impressive. Wow, that got way more serious. Someone give me my antidepressant.
Okay, can we,
What did the penguin say when he bumped into a wall? Damn. Well, that wasn't the correct answer, I don't think. I think the penguin when he bumped... Rachel, I'm gonna end it.
Stop.
Very soon.
Don't talk like that.
Yeah, that wasn't even meant to be that. Because I was gonna say end you, I'm like, wait, I can't say that.
You can't say that either.
And I want brownies. I don't know what did the penguin say when he pointed? I have no actual response for that one. Maybe he did just say "damn." It really hurt his beak.
It probably did. All right. So we will definitely be back next Thursday to continue
I'm
this
doing that every time.
absolutely insane podcast that we apparently do now.
Every week.
Yes. Around 7:30
He
ish.
said, "Dang." What the heck, man?
He said, "Dang." Well, dang, man. So we.
Dude, I love all the memes.
Yeah, we will be back next Thursday, 7:30 ish. We might have a topic and we might not. We might just continue this kind of nonsense. But it seems like it doesn't get out of hand until close to the end.
Do me a favor and just say we'll be back next.
We'll be back next
week
with another podcast for sure. We hope you guys have a fantastic weekend.
I hope we can soundboard that.
Okay, well, one day when we get fancy and have a soundboard and we have enough, and when we have enough subscribers to actually monetize, then maybe we can actually do that.
The soundboards are like ridiculously easy to put together.
Well,
you can get free ones and stuff. But
anyway,
I think it'd just be hilarious to have that for the podcast.
It could be fun.
Okay, bye, Scooby Doo. Like in Shaggy too.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Anyway,
I think.
So what did you just say? End it already. Oh, I thought she said your life.
End it already.
End it. I want brownies.
Okay, guys.
It's the same tone that your girlfriend gives you when she gets really aggravated.
You know what?
I want brownies.
Give me that mouse.
I need chicken nuggets. End it.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.